Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome live here on the WHS Network on YouTube.com. Here with Raider Volleyball this evening from Raider Gymnasium in Selma, Indiana. Tonight's junior varsity matchup will be between the visiting Winchester Golden Falcons as they take on your Wapahani Raiders here this evening. Again, thank you all for joining us here tonight. I'm Brandon Morvillius alongside cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy here with our Raiders Live pregame show presented by East Jackson Auto Sales. Wapahani, it's been about 4 or 5 days now since they last played on Wednesday night, and so I'm sure these young ladies eager to continue their winning streak that they've been on and continue to play very well together. And, you know, as we wind down the regular season, obviously not too many more times. You got 3 games this week to finish up their regular season, so you want to finish on a strong note. We've played so well, and I think these girls have only gotten better as the seasons went along. You know, we've had a couple girls that's been out and things of that sort, and we've managed the situation. And you know, a lot of girls have really stepped up, and they've, you know, again, showing their skill set and what they're able to do. And it's really been a true treat and a really something, you know, to build off of as the seasons went along here. That I think has helped them build confidence not only in themselves but as a team together. And like I said, with the way they've been playing, you can definitely tell, because, you know, they keep coming out here, you know, they're playing the game the right way, doing the basic facets of the game correctly. And one of those biggest things I always, you know, try to talk about is communication. Especially when you get a young team out here that doesn't necessarily have, you know, maybe necessarily all the experience of playing together. You know, a pretty good majority of these girls are mostly freshmen, a couple sophomores, but, you know, when you haven't played together as a collective unit for a while, you know, it takes time to build that chemistry. And as the seasons went along, that communication, that chemistry, the trust has been there. And you know, like I said, to balance that out with the skill set that these young ladies have, it makes it fun to watch and fun to be able to broadcast, and really a privilege to be a part of. And so hopefully tonight you take on a Winchester team that, you know, they usually have a pretty good volleyball program over there. So we've got to be prepared. We've got to be able to set the bar high for ourselves and come out here and play our A game, and hopefully can come away with a big win. Like I said, with only having 3 games left, one being tonight, you got to use every advantage possible to come away with some wins on your last week of the regular season. So hopefully the Raiders can do that here tonight and get a big win over the Winchester Golden Falcons. So make sure, stay tuned in here. We have tonight's game coming up. Finalizing, we'll have the rosters here coming up as well, and much more. So again, we appreciate you all for joining us. This has been our Raiders Live pregame show presented by East Jackson Auto Sales. We'll be back right after these messages.
know the right way to get you where you.
Alrighty, welcome back here, folks. Again, Brandon Morvillius alongside here with me, cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy, live on the WHS Network on YouTube.com. Again, here with this evening's junior varsity matchup, again between the Winchester Golden Falcons and your Wapahani Raiders. The Falcons looks like this. We have number 1, Paige Latello, number 2, Bella Phillips, pardon me. Number 3, Emma Wiest. Number 6, Regan Jones. Number 7, Jill Dodson. Number 10, Miranda Williams. Number 12, Mackenzie Meadows. Number 12, Mackenzie Meadows. Number 15, Taylor Campbell. And number 14, Lindley Malky. Tonight's game will get underway here this evening. Wapahani looks like this. Number 1, Lauren Rich. Number 3, Madeline Rhodes. Also number 5, McKenna Goodwin. Number 7, Lena Doherty. Number 8, Eddie Hughes. Number 9, Emma Roberts. Number 14, Lauren Luce. Number 15, Kaya Van Noot. And number 16, Ellie Stanley, as well as number 14, Shayna Ray. So again, that's tonight's rosters here for this evening's ball game. Again, between Winchester and Wapahani, as the Raiders will get on the board now. So that one was hit out of bounds. We'll have Lauren Luce now to serve here for your Raiders. Again, another busy week ahead for us here on the WHS Network. Again, we have tonight's ball game with junior varsity and varsity action going on as Lauren Luce records an ace right there to put the Raiders up now 2-1. But again, we'll be in action on Wednesday night with the Cowan Blackhawks being welcomed to Raider Gymnasium, and what should be a great matchup there, both junior varsity and varsity games that evening. So again, that'll be on Wednesday night. And then Thursday night, a makeup game between Wapahani and Muncie Burris. Again, that's going to be a highly anticipated matchup there with those two teams. Again, if you remember correctly, back there in September we were supposed to play, and then unfortunate things happened there, at least allegedly there with Muncie Burris, that they had to cancel, at least postpone the game for the time being. But again, we'll be playing that on Thursday evening right here from Raider Gymnasium. So all 3 games during the week are right here at home after Luce records another ace and a 5-1 start here for your Raiders. But then on Saturday will be the Belmont Invitational. There's going to be, I believe, 4 teams there. It's going to be Wapahani, Belmont, also Cowan, and Leo. And so we'll talk about that a little bit more on Thursday evening. But Wapahani will be playing Belmont. That'll be one of the games. We'll be playing Belmont and Leo on Saturday. We will not be playing Cowan. So just pretty much 2 games and you're done for the day. But we will be there broadcasting the game. Hopefully we have to get approval from Belmont to be able to be there. As Lauren Luce continues to deal aces here so far in this opening set. An 8-1 lead now here for Wapahani. So the Golden Falcons have just had a tough time just even handling the serve here to begin. That was number 12, Meadows, that time, and now a 4-hit call here on the Golden Falcons, and Winchester's going to take a quick timeout. And so this will be our FC Tucker, Muncie Realtors, Ted Cook, and Joanne Davis game break. Again, also the state tournament pairings, folks, happened last night. That was the pairing show that they had by the IHSAA. Again, we'll be getting all into that later on in the week. But Wapahani again will be hosting this year's sectional. It's been a little while since we've hosted, obviously with the reconfiguration, and then you have your success. When you move on to state, so many years in a row, and then you get bumped up and changes things completely. So, it's nice to be back here again, that's for sure. Be able to host our own sectional, but again, that will be coming up next week, and then later on here this week, we'll give you all the updates upon that. We'll do our sectional preview show, another ace for Lauren Luce. 10-1 start here, but we'll have our preview show coming up probably the first part of next week to give you all the lowdown on the state tournament. And goodness gracious, one right after another here for Lauren Luce. So obviously a very fast start here for Wapahani. They was down 1-0, and since then obviously it's been all Wapahani. And Winchester will not get it over. Miss hit there by number 14, Lindley Malky. So as of right now, again, no disrespect whatsoever here, but I have to end up icing Lauren's shoulder after this is all said and done at this point. This is quite a few in a row here now. Now Winchester gets it back over. Rich on the attack, and the kill for Lauren Rich as the run continues here for the Raiders. Now 14-1 start here this evening. Again, obviously, it's ideal here for Wapahani. This is the kind of start you look to get off to every game. Doesn't usually always happen like that, but nonetheless, they're loose. Will serve out of bounds now 14-2. Nice long stretch of points there for your Raiders. As number 12, Mackenzie Meadows now be back to serve here for the Golden Falcons. Luce will set it on the Rich on the right side, dug by number 3, Wiest. And mishandled by Hughes. Deflected out of bounds off her arm there, so now that will make it a 14-3 ball game. That kill goes to Paige Latello. There's Stanley on the serve reception, set on to Rich again, and right on the line. Beautiful shot there from Lauren Rich, and it's now Wapahani 15, Winchester 3. And a substitution now, number 2, Bella Phillips. Return to action here for the Golden Falcons. Lauren Rich back to serve. And that's going to be nearly hit to the moon right there. A little too much mustard there by Lauren Rich. So 15-4, number 1, Paige Latello back to serve. And into the net we go. So the Raiders will be back at it here quickly now with number 7, Lena Doherty back to serve. Up behind looking to make this a very quick set to open up tonight's ball game. And that will be an ace for Doherty. And a 13-point lead now for Wapahani. Handled there by Wiest, and she will get it over there for Winchester. Loose, sets it on the Rhodes left side attack. Dug out there, but mishandled thereafter. Not a very good ball to handle there by the setter, number 14, Malky. Another nice serve there from Doherty. That was Phillips as Malky will get it over. Dug by Rich. Loose sets it right back to her in the back row. And again, finding some open real estate. Lauren Rich there with a kill. Handled by Weist, and that will be another ace. This time for Lena Doherty. And we'll have another timeout taken here by Winchester, and we'll go ahead and step aside here for a timeout of our own. 20-4. Wapahani here in the opening set of tonight's matchup. We'll be back with more right after this message. Welcome back here, folks, to our FC Tucker Muncie Willards, Ted Cook, and Joanne Davis game break. Again, it's Wapahani 20, Winchester 4 here in the opening set of tonight's junior varsity matchup. So we're going back at it here to Lena Doherty there to serve there for the Raiders. Again, it's been a tough way to open the ball game up here for Winchester so far. We'll see what they can do late here in this one, and that's going to be out of bounds. Off the hit there from Addie Hughes. Pretty good looking shot right there. Nearly was able to sneak that one in bounds, but just a hair out. And at 20-5 now with number 14, Lindley Malky back there to serve. Handled by Rich. Loose. Sets it on to Rhodes. Again, just a soft touch over the net. Doherty will get there back to Rhodes one more time. That will be blocked off the hit. I guess it will not be, so that's going to be a 4-hit call. I thought Winchester had actually might have touched that, but obviously not. That's not what the referee's seen, so we'll continue on here. And that will now be an ace for Malky. So it's 20-7 now. The Winchester Golden Falcons a little bit of a run here. Handled by Rich off the serve. Set on the Rhodes, left side again, and a little too strong. Again, got a little bit behind that ball and didn't get much momentum going towards the other side right there, kind of backpedaling off the set from Loose. I think that was Loose that set that. Might not have been. Nonetheless, still didn't really put her in all that great of a position, and now an ace. And now Wapahani will take a timeout. As it's 20-9, we'll go ahead and stick right here with you. Again, during our FC Tucker, Muncie Realtors, Ted Cook, and Joanne Davis game break, we'd like to thank them as our sponsors. Let Ted and Joanne be the key to all of your real estate needs. Buying, selling, or investment properties, we get the job done. Call Ted Cook at 765-744-8143 and Joanne Davis at 765-748-1316. So again, a special thanks to FC Tucker, Muncie Realtors, Ted Cook, and Joanne Davis. Again, some other sponsors we'd like to thank this evening. Kinshaw Properties, owned by Kendra and Shane Franks. Kinshaw Properties is a Muncie-based company that offers Muncie area rental homes. For more information, check out their website at kenshawproperties.com. Again, that is KENSHA properties.com. And you can contact them at 765-356-1340. So still a 11-point lead here for Wapahani, but some of their communication and passing has kind of went by the wayside here within the last 5 or so points. So hopefully the Raiders can get back on track after what was a very hot start to the night.
I don't know, but I'm going to have to go to your house and get yours tonight after this.
So Allie Stanley will be back here to serve. Handled by Doherty. Now Loose sets it on Madeline Rhodes. Dug that time by Phillips. Loose again to Rhodes' left side. Can't find an open hole in the defense right now. Weist gets it over for Winchester. Nice hustle, but there we are. Madeline Rhodes finally able to connect on the kill, and the Raiders now just 3 points away from an opening set victory over Winchester. Set up there and hit across. That was number 10, Miranda Williams on the attack. Nice little drop shot right there to get the Raiders back up there to a 13-point cushion. Dug by Phillips there off the serve to reception, and another ace there for the Raiders. Allie Stanley this time, so she looks to service out right here. Set point, 24-10. And Wiest will get there. Will they get it over? They will. Nicely done there by Lindley Malky. Rhodes on the attack to kill the hopes of Winchester here in set number 1. 25-10 to end it. And what was a pretty good set of action here for your Wapahani Raiders. 25-10, 1-0 lead over Winchester. We'll step aside here for a break. And we'll be back here with the second set of action here on the WHS Network.
Hi, I'm Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate. Next Home Elite Real Estate's primary focus is to enrich lives by helping people find their next home. As one of Delaware County's premier realtors, I provide consumer-focused branding, the newest technology, and a marketing plan that provides superior service to all of my clients without compromise. For any and all of your real estate needs, contact me, Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate at 765-749-4546.
Alrighty, folks, welcome back here to the second set of action. It's already a 1-0 lead, actually. I apologize. I got back on here a little bit late there. I was trying to get back from the commercial break because they didn't end up taking a full amount of time during between sets there. So I apologize here for that. But 2-0 start here. The Raiders started off there with serving it out of bounds to open up the set, and now we've had a kind of a tough way of going here from a passing standpoint here already to start set number 2 here this evening. But nonetheless, here again we'll have number 15, Taylor Campbell, back to serve here for Winchester. Received there by Stanley, now set on the Rich on the right side, and that's going to be a kill. It deflected off of Emma Wiest. either way right there, but still. 3-1 now. Winchester will have Lauren Rich back to serve. And that also will be served out of bounds. A little bit of a rough start here to begin set number 2 here for Wapahani. Now number 7, Jill Dodson in here for Winchester. Rhodes on the attack, dug by Wiest. As number 12, Meadows, as Winchester gets it over. Doherty on the attack and kills it down. 4-2 now with number 7, Lana Doherty, back to serve. Goodness. Another serve out of bounds here for Wapahani. So 3 of Winchester's 5 points came from our serving errors. So we've got to get things cleaned up rather quickly. Kind of a tale of 2 different sets here to begin the ball game here this evening. Wapahani in the first set, that's pretty much about all they did was serve. It was ace after ace after ace. It was like dealing cards out there. I mean, they was getting so many aces, but here in this third set, it hasn't been, or the second set rather, it hasn't been as too kind to us from behind the service line. So 5-4 here after the miscue from Winchester. Again, Allie Stanley back there to serve. Nicely done right there. Luce will set it on the Rhodes left side action right there. To the back row. Wiest gets it over, dug by Rich. Luce gets the point there for Wapahani to tie it up. Again, changing it up here a little bit, about the only play anyway that Luce had. That's good to change it up sometimes. Again, keep the opponent off balance. And that was Meadows right there for Winchester, getting it over to the Golden Falcons. Hughes on the attack. And the Raiders now on a nice little 4-0 run. It was down 5-2. Skipped over top. Yeah, that was a missile of a serve there from Allie Stanley. Miss hit by Dodson. And so now the Raiders seem to be a little bit more in the driver's seat. Let's see if we can keep it rolling here. Malky with a setup, and number 10, Williams, able to get it over there. Back to Rhodes on the attack, and another one will fall in. So a kill that time for Madeline Rhodes. 8-5 Wapahani. And that one will be served just a little too far there from Allie Stanley. So yet again, as I had mentioned earlier, now 4 of Winchester's 6 points coming off of service errors. Now a 2-hit call here on Wapahani. To now making an 8-7 ball game with number 14, Lindley Malky, back to serve here for the Golden Falcons. Again, only down by 1 here. Much better second set here for themselves. Again, just a soft touch there from Rhodes. Again, didn't have much on it, but just enough to get it over. And in play. And down in front of the back row players there for Winchester. Miss hit into the net by number 10, Miranda Williams. So the Raiders will reach double digits now, 10-7 lead in set number 2 of the evening. Again, make sure to stay tuned in. In just a little while, we'll have our varsity game coming live right here on the WHS network on YouTube.com. Again, as your 20-2 Wapahani Raiders will take on the Winchester Golden Falcons here tonight. Again, as we wind down the regular season, Rhodes with a service ace right there to now run that lead to 5. But as I was mentioning earlier here, you only have 3 games left of this regular season for this junior varsity squad. Of course, one being tonight, and then Wednesday night against Cowan, and then on Thursday night at home again against the Burris Owls. Again, all 3 games during the week anyway will be right here at home, so it'd be nice to finish up the season here. You don't have it too many times where you can finish up the year at home like this with a nice stretch of games. And that will be again missed hit this time by Williams. And so now Wapahani has doubled up here on Winchester. And set number 2 now 14-7 lead. Still have Madeline Rhodes back to serve. Handled by Wiest, and a 2-hit. I'm assuming, yes, a 2-hit call here on Williams. And another ace for Rhodes. And now we'll have a timeout taken here by Winchester. Again, we'll go ahead and take a timeout of our own. Here's 16-7. Wapahani here in set number 2 of the evening. We'll be back right after this break. Welcome back here, folks. Again, we'd like to thank some more of our sponsors here this evening. I'd like to thank Jones Auto Body, owned by J.R. Fannin and located at 1901 East Memorial Drive in Muncie, Indiana. Jones Auto Body is one of Muncie's oldest and largest auto repair and paint shops, in which they have been servicing the community for over 30 years. So if you have any questions or need them to take a look at your vehicle, contact them at 765-284-2593. Again, that is Jones Auto Body, assurance of quality. So again, we're sure to appreciate everyone for joining us here tonight, again, for the junior varsity matchup between Wapahani and Winchester. Again, we hope that all of you will stay locked in here with us throughout the evening. We'll have a varsity game coming up later on, and that's going to be a lift call there on Winchester. Tell you what, talking about being at the wrong place at the wrong time there for that young lady. It was miss-hit, and then she got a face full of volleyball. Didn't have really much time to react there, as Rhodes will record another ace. Handled there by Williams. Now set to Dodson. She'll get it over. Look at the hustle there from Lana Doherty. Nicely done there. Gives the Raiders another opportunity here, and they will score the point off of the 2 hits called on Winchester. So the woes continue here for the Golden Falcons. Again, started off well. It was out to a 5-2 lead, and that's going to be out of bounds. Great court recognition there by Doherty, and some communication all together right there to not go after that ball. Again, the Raiders were down 5-2, and since then they've went on a 19-2 run. That obviously doesn't take too much to understand that is not exactly what you aim to do every ball game. So, obviously a tough stretch here for the Golden Falcons, and that will force them to take another timeout now, 22-7. And we'll stick right here with you during the break. Again, this will be our FC Tucker, Muncie Riveters, Ted Cook, and Joanne Davis game break. But again, this Winchester team, as I was just mentioning, have started off real well, and good for them. Especially coming off a first set where Wapahani really dominated them, especially on the serve. You come back out here, had a short memory, got after it here in the second set, and was out to I believe it was a 3-point lead. That was the largest lead they had got out to here in the second set. But then Wheels kind of fell off there, unfortunately for him. But fortunately, obviously there for Wapahani, and being able to regroup after a little bit of a slow start there and kind of got our act together, and it's been all Wapahani since then. So we got 3 more points to get. It's 22-7 Raiders over the Golden Falcons. So Wapahani still has Madeline Rhodes back to serve. Handled by Wiest. Set up there by number 15, Campbell. Rhodes loose now on to Rich. And the momentum continues here for Wapahani. The kill there from Lauren Rich. Again, gets the Raiders now within 2 points. And finishing off tonight's matchup, now 1 after the ace from Rhodes. Nice serve right there, and what a way to finish it out right there. An ace for Rhodes, and the Raiders win it here in straight sets this evening, 25-10, 25-7. And a really a fast-paced ball game. You know, heck, I think we finished that in just right at 30 minutes. It's 6:33 right now, and I think we got started just a little after 6. So great win here tonight for Wapahani as we continue our winning ways. And what will be a busy week here for us on the broadcast and for these young ladies. Again, the junior varsity squad will be back in action on Wednesday night against the Cowan Blackhawks. Again, that'll be a JV start time of 6 o'clock for the varsity game to follow. So, folks, we'll step aside here for a break. Again, you can catch us back on the varsity broadcast. Actually, we won't go ahead and do a post-game report here this evening for the junior varsity matchup. But we will have tonight's varsity game again live on the WHS network, so make sure to switch on over to that broadcast coming up here in, I would say, roughly about 15 minutes or so from now is when we'll start that broadcast. So again, we thank you all for watching, and we'll see you here in just a little while on the WHS network.